1 hour after Earth, Commander Lyra Voss's boots pressed lightly against the console panel as the shuttle drifted silently, a speck in the vast dark between the stars. Outside the viewport, the familiar blue orb of Earth should have been glowing, a beacon of life and unyielding gravity at the center of her universe. Instead, an agonizing void stretched out, empty space where her home planet once shone. 60 minutes. That was all she had before her oxygen would run out. The thought clamped her lungs in a vice tighter than the life support system ever could, sending a crackle of panic through her otherwise calm mind. Lyra stared at the blank spot in space where Earth had been 20 minutes ago. Blinking, she verified again on the shuttle's sensor console. There it was. No readings. No gravitational pull. No atmospheric mass. Gone. Vanished. The emergency beacon blared, a cascading howl through the speakers, as the automated systems graphed oxygen levels descending toward a critical red. Think, she forced herself. The Artemis-class reconnaissance shuttle was designed for quick surveys and emergency evacuations from orbital stations, not heavy scientific investigation. Still, it held enough equipment to analyze cosmic anomalies, and with 60 minutes of breathable air, Lyra was determined to wield every second. She toggled the headset mic and spoke aloud, a habit from years of solo missions. Command, this is Commander Voss. I am in orbit, but Earth is not detectable. I repeat, Earth is missing. Requesting any data on planetary displacement or anomaly. Static answered, unyielding and deafening in its silence. Across her wrist implant, a text notification blinked in cryptic code, an urgent briefing Lyra hadn't seen before launch. She opened it hurriedly. Greater than top secret. Project Horizon, temporal phase shift experiment scheduled for activation T-0. Outcome uncertain. Her pulse sped. Temporal phase shift? Experimental physics? The foundation of space-time could have been tweaked or broken. Was Earth shoved out of this dimension? Folded somewhere, lost to the universe? She glanced at the oxygen meter blinking 50 minutes. All right, she murmured. Find the planet. Find Earth. Her fingers danced over the nav console, engaging every sensor package. First, gravity. A planet of Earth's mass exerted a pull her shuttle's instruments should detect no matter where it was, even if cloaked or hidden. But here, in the cosmic sea, nothing. Next, electromagnetic signature, the fires of Earth's core, the magnetic field shielding it from solar radiation. Again, a void. Then, an experiment. Deploying quantum echo scanner, she announced, referencing a new tech package designed to detect residual connections to entangled objects across dimensions. She initiated the scan. Beep beep. Slow pulses radiated outward from the shuttle, interpreted on the central screen in fractal patterns. Seconds ticked away. Then, faint, blurred eddies emerged, a shimmering fabric in the void. There. She zoomed in. The echo was not a planet but a ripple. Like heat waves dancing above a summer road, warping light and matter. Quantum echo oscillating at 8.3 cycles per second, she read aloud. Consistent with temporal displacement theory. Time replayed in her mind. The briefing, the experimental countdown, the protest. She remembered the morning's scene in the underground laboratory near New Geneva, where the top minds wrestled with the final adjustments. The project leader, Dr. Sangra, had told her, "We're folding the planet, not losing it." Just for 1 hour, to prevent a cosmic event. Lyra clenched her fists. An enormous solar flare, predicted to scorch the planet's surface and annihilate all life, was the impetus. The project aimed to phase Earth out of existence for 60 minutes, burying it in a parallel timeline to evade the catastrophe. But something had gone wrong. "Let me theorize," she began, speaking to herself as much as to any receiver. If Earth phases out, it must remain tethered somehow, like a boat moored, or a shuttle docked in subspace. But if those tethers frayed, the planet could be adrift in the temporal river. Lost between dimensions. Minutes passed. 45 down. Her lungs tightened as oxygen slipped away. She needed physical proof. Activating external camera array and scanning for dimensional anchors, she commanded. The external panel flickered as cameras whirred, capturing the empty blackness. There, out beyond the shuttle's immediate vicinity, a faint glow appeared, a thin filament stretching diagrams on the ship's display. To the untrained eye, it was nothing. To Lyra, a lifeline. She initiated an approach vector. Attempting to connect with the temporal anchor, Lyra whispered, heart-pounding. As the shuttle drew near, the tether grew real, a thin, iridescent thread, ever shifting, a cosmic umbilical tying Earth to existence. Suddenly, a ripple tore through space like a distant scream. Her console exploded in resonance warnings. The lines sparked and shimmered violently. Warning, quantum anchor instability, the AI intoned. She had seconds to act. Deploy the tether stabilizer, she ordered, fingers trembling over the controls, activating the experimental device attached to the shuttle's rear. The stabilizer hummed, sending pulsed energy into the tether. The filament's glow intensified, solidifying. The void began to fill, faint shapes coalescing. Lyra's mouth dried. The outline of Earth emerged, slowly at first, blurred then sharpening, reclaimed from the phantom sea. But the process drained power rapidly. Her oxygen fell below 30 minutes. Come on, she urged, eyes darting. Suddenly, her console read, life signs detected. There was hope. But the mission wasn't over. Earth's re-emergence was incomplete. Oceans shimmered with static, continents flickered like faulty holograms. She needed to stabilize the planet's existence fully or risk collapse into oblivion. If Project Horizon failed once, could this be fixed? Lyra wondered. Her mind raced back to the core of the project. The massive energy generator on Earth's surface, the heart of Horizon. It was designed as a temporal beacon, orchestrating the duration and safe return. Could she remotely ignite this beacon using the shuttle's uplink? The uplink command console glowed feebly. It could bypass Earth's destroyed uplink infrastructure through satellite relays. Lyra dispatched protocol commands, heart-pounding. The uplink flickered in response. Initiating Heart of Horizon protocol. On the viewport, Earth's colors began to stabilize, a steady pulse of blue and green, the harmonic heartbeat of her home coming back online. Her headset crackled. Finally, a voice. Artemis Voss, can you hear us? Loud and clear, command, she answered, voice tight with relief. Earth has gone dark, but we're prepared to reinitialize the system. Hold tight. You have roughly 15 minutes until oxygen critical. She exhaled, focusing entirely on her mission, steady hands flying over the controls. The minutes passed in measured heartbeat rhythm. Earth completed its return to the fabric of reality, oceans rippling solid, cities materializing in shimmering clarity. Suddenly, a flare of light erupted from the planet's core, a brilliant pulse that rippled outward. Her oxygen meter blinked red. 5 minutes remaining. Link stable. Earth rephasing complete, the AI announced. Through the communication line, images streamed in, a living planet, alive and whole. Lyra smiled faintly, feeling the first genuine breath of hope since the disappearance. Suddenly, the unknown occurred. The solar flare, the one Project Horizon had tried to protect against, folded into a wave of glowing plasma. But now it was dissipating harmlessly in the upper atmosphere, neutralized by the temporal beacon's harmonic shield. Earth's survival was ensured. Her console flashed the last warning, oxygen, 1 minute. Returning to base, Lyra commanded, initiating shuttle engines. As the engines roared softly, the planet's renewed auras shimmered outside her viewport, casting emerald light across her face. She powered down the quantum echo scanner and took a deep breath, savoring the recycled air as though tasting hope itself. She had done it. She had saved a world lost between moments and dimensions. And though her journey home would be measured in breaths and heartbeats, 60 minutes counted down like an unseen hourglass, the Earth was back. Drifting now, not into darkness, but into dawn. The stars winked beyond the window screen, familiar and eternal as ever. This was the hour after Earth's disappearance. 1 hour after, and the beginning of everything again.